I am from Patna, so I have been brought up with films from Manmohan Desai Saab, Mukulanand ji. That's how I've grown up. I've grown up in single theatres, in a way, bunking my classes. Then I went to school. I bunked my classes there also. Went with my friends to watch films. So that's how I've grown up, and I just realized that by the end of my graduation, what is the best thing that I would want to do in my life instead of what people want me to do. And then I had to go and talk about this to my father, that Papa, this is what I want to become. And I'm very, very happy and very, very glad that I've got such beautiful parents who agreed, who understood what I really wanted to do in life. And that's how FTI came. And after Nasir sir's batch, mine was the first batch in 2004. So that's how I got in. I took into the orientation, workshop, auditions. That's how it is. Hi, this is Anurag Sinha and you're watching me on Mirchi Plus.
Hi, this is Samina Shaikh here on Mirchi Plus. With me today, I have an actor who's trying to let people know what keeps on happening in the state of Assam. What's happening over there, what the atrocities has been through. So let's talk to him, welcoming Anurag on Mirchi Plus.
Thank you.
Anurag, it's nice to have you. I saw the trailer. Trailer काफ़ी interesting लग रहा है, काफ़ी यानी लोगों को पसंद आएगा. आपने इस topic पे जब work किया था, what are your thoughts? What were your thoughts while working on this one?
So this is a true and an unheard story of suffering and pain of people who lost their families in Assam. So the very fact that it is a story which is based on true events, so this automatically has elicited a very honest and a very committed way of approaching the entire film, right? And the very fact that it is seeing light and it is coming out in the open on the 9th of December is only going to bring in the peace that those families deserved about 20 years back. So that's about it, and it's a very, very important story, and I'm grateful that I'm a part of a story like this, and a story that will appeal to your heart, that will be that will enable you to understand and relate to each other as human beings, and bring in a lot of real hope and engender a lot of joy in your lives. That's how I see it.
The title itself is Shadow Assassins. What made you, or what made the director, come with a title like this? Why Shadow?
So what had happened about in the late 90s was that about many families, more than 1,000 families were killed. And incidentally, those families belonged to the families who had somebody associated with terrorist organization. So at that time, the press called it as, the secret killings. So here the director has not chosen that exact word. That's how we have named it as Shadow Assassins, because they used to come with their mask and assassins in the whole look of an assassin. So that's how it has been chosen like that.
Have you also seen this movie, by Ayushmann Khurrana, which is Anek, which also spoke about the tribals, facing a lot of issues and the ups and downs, maybe it's of course not related to Assam, but of course, there are conversations how people, on the other sides of, countries are treated, or maybe they are not welcomed. Have you also noticed, the Assamese over here, maybe in different parts of our country, maybe in metro cities, are not as such welcomed. Maybe they are welcomed, but maybe for certain jobs only, or people call them names, such things happen. So what do you have to say on that?
See, I really feel that times are changing now, and I have studied from St. Stephen's, Delhi, from Delhi University, and the environment was very, very cordial. People from all regions of the country are welcomed, and we all are one as Indians, and I really support that, and I really acknowledge that. And I personally, myself as an actor and as a human being, do not segregate on the basis of
yes, you may
color
not,
and
we may
region.
not, people who are educated, intellectual, they may not, but there are people out there who keep on doing all these things. There are so many things which are happening in the city. It's not like we can completely feel like, okay, it's very beautiful and it's hunky-dory. That's what I'm trying to say, that it's not like very, very good atmosphere also. It's good in a lot of ways, because we come from a different zone, maybe because media, maybe because we are your actor and all. But there are people who suffer so many stories are unheard.
Absolutely, absolutely. So those unheard stories have to be out. That is what I can say, and I can only appeal to the kind of state that you are referring to, that it is not in any way welcomed by people, and I absolutely condemn any kind of discrimination on the basis of region, which is happening, if at all here or wherever I see it, and I am absolutely in line with the people who face it. So if you ask about my personal feelings about it, then I just don't agree to it. You know.
You've also worked with Subhash Ghai in the past.
Right.
How your experience was, because many people actually, and even now, we worship the kind of cinema he's given to the Indian film industry.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
I have loved working with him, and he's the one who's got me into this industry, and I have got great respect, and the love is mutual. His kind of cinema making is about 11 blockbusters in his career, and there is a great amount of respect for him that I have. And what more can I say? It is. If there is anything that I really need to get back to and check around, then I always know that I have him. And with this film also, he's been quite happy about the fact that a film like this is being made, and looking forward. And if at all, I don't know if he's going to make another movie or not. So looking forward to be a part of it.
When it comes to working with Nikhil Advani, you have worked already with him in the past, and you're going to do one more project with him. Tell me something about that. His projects are also very he's done so many, like with John Abraham, the kind of projects he's done have got attention of people and the audience for that matter. So what do you have to say about him?
Nikhil, sir, he's a very honest man. His work and his approach is totally, he's honest to the bone. That's what I feel about him. And he will give you the space and he'll give you the freedom to express your creative capacity as much as you can as an actor. And that is what I really love about him. And he will never stop you till the time you're done with what you want to do. And of course, then after that, he can take away, but he will give you that freedom, that space. And his work is very, very committed work. And he's once he's on the floor, once we all are on the floor, then we are on the floor and we are doing our job. So there is nothing thinking about anything else. So great man. And I would not like to speak about the projects as of now. So it should be out.
Talking about your career journey, how would you define it as? What made you be an actor? What made you choose this profession?
So I am from Patna. So I have been brought up with films from Manmohan Desai Saab, Mukulanand ji. So that's how I've grown up. I've grown up in single theatres in a way, bunking my classes. Then I went to school. I bunked my classes there also. Went with my friends to watch films. So that's how I've grown up, and I just realized that by the end of my graduation, what is the best thing that I would want to do in my life instead of what people want me to do. And then I had to go and talk about this to my father, that Papa, this is what I want to become. And I'm very, very happy and very, very glad that I've got such beautiful parents who agreed, who understood what I really wanted to do in life. And that's how FTI came. And after Nasir sir's batch, mine was the first batch in 2004. So that's how I got in. I took into the orientation, workshop, auditions, and that's how it is.
That's nice to know. Apart from this, Anurag, which director you would like to work with?
There are many. Zoya is one of the directors that I would really like to work with. Mani Ratnam sir and Sri Ram Raghavan sir. I'm a great fan of his work, and very Neeraj Pandey. So there is, I think, a lot of directors are here who are doing some very profound and intense work, which I would want to be a part of, and hopefully one day I'm working with them.
When it comes to actor and actresses, which one has been your favorite personally? Whose work has literally made you happy, or forget the work, even the personality for that matter?
So Alia is doing great work, and she's a great human being. Anushka and Tapsi is doing great work. So Radhika Apte. So there are a set of people, as I said, you know, they are good people that have got their, you know, sights at the right place, doing good work, committed to their work, and yeah, they are them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for a lovely time and all the very best for your project. And I'm hoping it's going to be a film which will catch that attention which you desire for. Thank you.